Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything Save Money. Today we're going to be walking you through this Ryobi model RY25AXB jet fan blower. So we're going to be showing you kind of all the features of this, how to assemble everything. There's not much to this. And then we're going to be doing a quick tune-up, showing you how to do the yearly maintenance on this, what I like to do every year. So I will say I do like buying these little carburetor tune-up kits online. They have the carburetor, the spark plug, the air filter, and the fuel filter. So I usually buy one of those each year for all of my machines and just kind of give it a quick tune-up every year to make sure everything is running great. And then this does take a 50-to-1 fuel mix. So I like to buy True Fuel and just, that's already pre-mixed fuel and oil, and put that right in. So the first thing we're gonna do is just kind of walk you through this blower, show you how to assemble everything. If it's, you know, new right out of the box for you, really this is how it's going to look when it comes out of the box. And then it comes with this nozzle. So we'll show you how to install that real quick. So you can see here, there's two little nubs right here. You're just going to line those up with these openings here. Okay. And then we're just going to rotate this way to lock it into place. Okay, so now that's locked into place. And then we'll go through what all these are right here. So here's your normal idle speed. This is kind of in the middle, this quiet mode. And then this is full power, and you can see it just depresses the trigger for you. So if you don't want to use it, you could just kind of pull the trigger like you normally would. This is your engine shutoff switch. So when the engine's running, press that in, hold it, and the engine will shut off. Okay. Then here's your pull start. Pretty simple, basic stuff. Here's your priming bulb right here. And then the starting instructions for this: if the engine is cold, you haven't used it in a long time, you're going to press this priming bulb about 10 times, prime up the carburetor good with fuel, and then we're going to push this lever all the way down to full choke. Okay, we're going to have this lever all the way up to full, and then we're going to pull our pull cord until the engine kind of starts and then stalls right out. And then all we're going to do is switch it up to half throttle, so halfway in the middle. We're going to pull it, and then it's going to start and run, and it'll stay on. It should stay on. And then we're going to flip it over to run. I like to let it warm up for a few minutes, let the engine get up to, you know, normal operating temperature before you start, going crazy with it. Okay. So that pretty much walks you through everything on this. I do have a video up on the carburetor replacement. So if you're interested in learning how to replace the carburetor, I'll put a link right there. That will take you to the carburetor replacement video. I just didn't want to combine everything into one video because I figured it would take way too long. So now we'll show you how to replace the fuel filter, or the air filter, or the fuel filter, I'm sorry. So the fuel filter sits inside the tank. You could just take this right out. And if you look at these two fuel lines, this one right here in the back, that just empties down back into the tank. That just expels any fuel that the carburetor isn't using. It just dumps the fuel back into the tank. And then this line in the front here, this is what actually connects to the fuel filter and sucks fuel up out of the tank. So we'll show you the fuel filter. And you could usually just reach in here with your fingers and grab it. Okay, and all you do is you pry up this little spring right here. Pry that up with a screwdriver. I already have it pried up. And then you would just take a screwdriver in here and pry this line off. Take your new fuel filter, push it in, and then just take your spring and just push that back down over, and then push it back in. So that's how you replace the fuel filter. And you don't need to do that every single year. You could do that, every other year. But when you buy the kit, it comes with it. And the kits are super cheap, so I recommend just doing it since you're already working on it. Okay, and then we're gonna press this tab to open the air box, and that's gonna give us access to the air filter. Now with these, you do get one of them as well in the kit, but I also, you know, if you wanna save it, and it's just like, you know, your first year or whatever, and it's still in good shape, I like to just wash these with Dawn and hot water, let them dry on a windowsill overnight, and then just put it back in, just like this. You want the filters to be dry though. You don't want to put them back in damp. Okay. And then the last thing we're going to show you is the spark plug replacement. So the spark plug sits underneath this little rubber boot here. And if you've never taken it off before, the boot is going to be hard to take off. So just take a screwdriver and kind of pry it up. Okay. And then you can see there's our spark plug. And we're going to take a 3/4 inch deep socket, and we're just going to loosen the spark plug, rotating this way. Okay. And once you kind of loosen it a little bit, you could usually remove these by hand the rest of the way. Okay. So there's the spark plug. So, you know, if your engine's running rough, if it's not operating, you know, like new, if it's sputtering, if it's doing, you know, weird stuff, starting and stalling when it shouldn't be, then these are all things you're going to want to do just to kind of make sure that it's running great every year. Okay, spark plugs back in. And then to get this boot back in, it's a little tricky. You almost have to tilt it up like this. And then, just because this wire's in the way, you have to tilt it up and then press it in. It does go in. Like I said, it's just a little bit tricky. Okay. And that's locked into place now. You just heard it click into place. There's a little spring in that boot that presses down into. Okay. And then, like I said, guys, this takes a 50-to-1 fuel mix. It does come brand new with the mixture. So this makes 1 gallon. You would just dump this into a gallon of gas and you would be good for a gallon. But when you run out, you know, you could either mix your own with a 50-to-1 mix, or I just buy the True Fuel usually. I don't generally, you know, use my machines an awful lot. So buying the big can of the True Fuel 50-to-1 premixed works great for me. So yeah, guys, like I said, let me know if you have any questions at all on this. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Also, be sure to like this video if it helped you out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out all of my other tool and DIY videos. Like I said, I do have a video up on how to replace the carburetor on this, so be sure to check that out. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.